Hi, welcome to Cuzzy Sound. I've always loved the sound of analog synthesizers, but I've always been baffled by the alphabet soup of synth modules and how you take a VCO, VCF, VCA, whatever, and create a particular type of sound. I played around with software synths, but I never really got beyond the actual presets that came preloaded, and so it was not really a good way to learn about synthesizers and how they generate and manipulate sound. Then a couple of years ago I visited the Synthfest exhibition at Sheffield Octagon and was blown away by all the various synthesizers on offer from the big manufacturers. But again, it was like pressing presets and listening to what was built into the machine. But I also noticed there were one or two people there that were getting into the DIY scene, but I was still pretty much put off, and not put off but scared, I think, about what I was going to be letting myself in for. And then last year I went back again, and a little bit more knowledge gained by then, and got more interested in the DIY scene. That sparked my interest, and if you've been following the Little Boxes series that I've been doing on this channel, then you'll see that following that visit I started to put together some very basic modules based around 555 timers and other logic chips. So it's things like the Atari Pong console, but then I started building an LFO. I started to understand what a low frequency oscillator was and how it was used. I built a sequencer and understood a little bit more about how to trigger things and what a gate signal was and what CV signals were and how to use them. And so my interest grew, and I started to understand a lot more about the fundamentals of generating and manipulating sound in an analog synth setting. So I then decided that I needed to develop this and take what I'd learned from my little boxes, all of which were individual little units all running on a 9-volt battery, and try and consolidate that and build it into a system that I could actually then start to learn more about how to manipulate the sound. So I set about putting together what I've called Project 9 Modular Synth. Project 9 because it's based on all the little 9-volt battery powered modules, plus one or two other little additional modules in there as well. So this is Project 9, and you probably heard on the introduction a little bit of what it sounds like. So there's a series of modules in this system. It's all joined together through patch leads, and I'm triggering, there's two oscillators, and I'm triggering one from a key step running an arpeggio and one from the beat step running a sequence. I've got various modules on here that can manipulate the sound. I've got some low pass filters, which has knocked out the high frequency oscillator there. Bring some more grittiness. We've got envelope generators. as you can hear, I've gone from not really knowing what I'm doing and just simply messing around with built-in presets to actually building a modular system and patching it so that I can create the kind of sounds that I want to hear, and understanding how that audio path works. So the benefit for me of getting into the DIY scene, even at this very basic level, is that it's taught me about how to generate sound through an analog system, and then how to manipulate that sound to create an interesting musical effect at the output. So it's been a very steep but very rapid learning curve, and in less than a year I've gone from not really knowing what the hell I'm doing to building my own system, putting together my own patches, and I've even started recording some stuff from this, which you can find elsewhere on this channel. So my advice to you guys out there, if you're still struggling to get into the idea of synths and how they work and how on earth do you create these wonderful sounds, then go on, have a go, build your own. I will be doing a series on the Project 9 Modular Synth, explain what each module is, how I put it together, and what it does in the audio signal chain on the modular system. So don't forget to come back, check in, and find out a little bit more about my journey into the world of analog modular synthesis via the Project 9 Modular Synth.